I'm going to try and make a video today without actually forgetting that I'm recording. Today's job is to go around filling up as many of these half-empty boxes as I possibly can. So my method is take a picture of the front of the box. So that's the beginning of my camera roll, and then I'll just take photos of loads of stuff until the box is full. Put the box back, pick another empty box, take a picture of the front of the box, and carry on until I get home when it's time to list them all. So that's my job today, just to take as many photos as I possibly can. My eBay has been dead. In the last Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, in the last 5 days, I've done £125. £125 in 5 days. I've been listing. Yesterday, I ended 200 items in desperation and relisted them again with a few different tweaks. Not relisted, sold similar, you know what I mean. I've ended all my promotions and redone a new promotion with a higher level, just to try and get a little something out of this week, because £125 is terrible. And you've got to bear in mind, most of that I've got to split as well. So my consignment ain't going to be happy either, as well as me struggling for money. I'm not struggling for money, I've got a bank account, of course, but I want to not have weeks like this. So today I am going to take photos of whatever I can, fill up all these boxes. Emma's out for the night, so I'm going to stay up all night just listing everything and getting it done, just to try and give a kick up the arse to the store. Like, I don't know what's happened. I do know what's happened. I've had a defect on my account, which is not mine, and the defect can't come off until the 11th. So the eBay have told me they'll take it off, but I've got to wait until the 11th. And ever since then, I've watched my statistics go from greens, which I built them all up to greens, down to red, green, 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 red, red, green, green, red, 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 green, red, 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 red. So it's a fucking piss take. I don't care what anybody says. Getting defects on your account, they do slow you down. eBay will say, well, it's not too much of an effect at the moment, blah, blah, blah. It is. It is. I've sat and watched it in real time happen. So all the listing and stuff isn't really doing much, to be honest, but I'm still going to do it. I'm going to just try and ram it down its throat and see what I can do to try and overcome it. Ah, it's a piss take. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me get to work. First up is this boxing DVD. Not too sure what it's worth, but it's an easy, quick lister. Sealed, well, apart from a few little breaks. It's going to be nice and easy. We've gone live again today, so we're going to just try and interact with the chat as much as we can, but also not. We've got to concentrate on work today. That's the job, right? Next listing, we're going to do this Marshall MG15 CD amplifier. I've gave it a quick little dust down. I can't remember a price exactly on this, but I'm going to estimate it's going to sell for around about £40 to £60, if I remember rightly. It could be a special one, I don't know until I come to list it. So that's the next one up. Next up, we're going to do these two candlesticks. They are wooden. They look relatively old. I don't know how to date them. I'm pretty sure they're not Georgian or anything like that, which would be lovely because they're quite light, but they look older. So I'm just going to list them as they are. This one's got like a candle wax catcher tray thing on it. This one hasn't, so that's been pulled off in time. Nothing's focusing, and that is fantastic. So we're going to get those up next. Still live. I'm going to stay live today, I think. Next up, we're going to get these Goodfellows glider casters on. They're vintage and never been out of the packet. Probably scratched up from the years of being in there, but people are going to expect that, aren't they? No idea on price. Well, the next pile that I've just done is this big stack of Notts County football programmes. I've laid them all out. Forgot to show you first, but that's what I've done. I've laid them all out, put them all across, and we're just going to do a bundle of 99p. I've got tons more down here that I need to get done as well. Loads more different football clubs. We've got people in here from, like, apparently India, Florida, Africa, part-time gamer boob. My 80-litre box is not working, right? What do you mean? Matt Bodie. Apparently I look ripped. I think their camera might be broken. Right, next stuff. Well, so here's all the programmes that I'm doing. You've got Wolves, Newcastle, Rangers, all sorts. They're all split. Oh, there's another Notts County there. Oh, it's Forest versus County, that's fine. That's all the Forest bundle. So I'm going to go through and just do like all these different teams and categories, and that's how I'm going to be selling them, really. So let me just get those done. I did it again. The next one to be photographed is this in-car DVD player. I will put a picture up on the screen for you now so you can see it. That should be about 35 to 45 quid. Nice little find, that. Next up, we're going to do another one of these ships. Jack Udi Special, the Global Thrifters. Oh my God, they are died from the scene, but they are going to return. Jack's gave me his promises. Global Thrifters is coming back, by the way, guys. He's made me a promise. All right, Jack, if you see this, now you've got a promise to keep. So that's going to be the next one. We filled up the F box. Now we're going to move on to the K box. It's one of those smaller boxes, so I don't really like using these, but what's that in there? I don't even know if that's still listed. You can't really get much in there, so I'm going to focus on some small stuff to get that box filled up. Let's get a picture of that first and move on. That's a K box. I've decided it's Christmas time again already, so I'm going to list some Christmas lights. I've got a few bits knocking around, but I can't really list that. It's got an old Bakelite 2-pin plug, so I'm just going to list it as, I don't know, a prop, or, you know, maybe you might get lucky and they work, but they're lovely little things. Loads of bulbs and this cool old Woolworths bag. Look at that. I would try and sell that separately, but in fact I will. I've got loads of vintage bags. I'm going to get a collection soon. Well, let me get this one on. I've just dropped them, but next up is these ones. These ones I can test. They do turn on. A couple of bulbs have blown, but it is what it is. They'll go well nicely as well. Let's get those listed. So I did just try and list a pressure cooker to the amusement of the live stream, but the screen was knackered, so I couldn't do it. So that's gone back into the to list pile, to do pile. It needs some attention. But next up, I'm going to do this 1 to 12 book encyclopedia set of childcare. The childcare encyclopedia set 1 to 12. Could have done with that years ago. You might remember these from the last video. These are those CD, DVD, these are the DVDs I meant for the Handycam. Those are all sealed, those are all used. So I've got 2 separate listings to do. Should be about 35 quid for 5 of them. I just took a video of a projector, but that was absolutely naff as well. Friends Monopoly next. Next up, some head ice skates. I should predict about 15 to 20 on these, but who knows anymore. Right, next up is this Humax digital box, 500 gigabytes inside. I have just tested it. I've just cleaned it live on the YouTube channel. So most days I'm going to be doing this now if I want to come over and see how things get done or what I do. Just a weird little big brother fly on the wall situation, isn't it? I've cleaned that controller. That was absolutely grim. I'll list this for about 35 quid, accept offers around there. Believe it or not, it's not a very high-end one, unless I have mistaken when I was researching. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. So that's going to get put up for about that sort of money. Next on the listing agenda is this Le Creuset bean pot. I'm going to sell this one. It's quite a big one. Look, there's my hand. It's large, I suppose. Really good condition. I'm not too sure what I'm going to price it at. Could be 50 to 80 pound, I would guess and imagine. But of course, I won't know until it comes to listing the item. Nice little piece, that. Oh, we're steaming through some listings today. We've got a right selection going on. So this one is called Save Your Bacon. It's from 1988. I've never played it before. I never even heard of it until I picked it up. But it looks like a fun game. So we're going to list that one next. So I've actually ended the live stream now because Lucy decided to mention she was going to get some food. That made me hungry. So I'm going to get some food as well. And then when I come back, I'm just going to go through this die-cast box here. There's a lot of interest in this one and that one. So I want to have a quick look through and see what's there first, because there's obviously something people have spotted that I haven't seen yet. So I'm going to go through it and see what's in there. There's some very old bouncy balls and stuff. Just lots and lots of different things in this one. And also in this one. So I'm going to go through it and see what's what. And I won't bore you with that. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you could please like the video, that would be great. Take care. Kind regards. Best wishes. Ricky. Bye.